Hey, welcome. So excited to have you guys here. What's up, Confident Crusaders? Hashtag Crusaders in the comments as you guys are tuning in. If you're catching me live, say live. If you're catching the replay, hashtag replay. You guys know the drill. What's up? How is everybody's Monday? How is March going for you guys? I'm so excited to be here. With my good friend Erin. You guys have to check her out. If you do not know Erin, you want to know Erin. She is a badass, awesome network marketer. She's a school counselor, so you know I love my school counselors over here. And we've never met in person. She's hired me for some coaching. We have worked together in the coaching space, but we have not ever worked really together. So she is not affiliated with me at all, but she is such a badass and is so good at manifesting. And we've gotten her YouTube channel up and running so that she can help more people manifest the dreams that they love and want and acquire. So, hey, Facebook users, everybody's showing up as Facebook users. So I have no idea who is on as you guys are jumping on, but let me know in the comments, drop a 1 in the comments if you guys love manifesting. And if you believe in manifesting, I want to know, where are my manifestors in here? Hello from Canada. Hey, Marie, how are you? San Antonio in the house. What's up? Drop a 1 in the comments if you guys are manifestors. And I want to know in the comments as you guys are coming in, what is one thing that you have manifested in your life? I want to hear it because we're going to talk about how to definitely escalate our manifestation and take it to a whole new level. Erin, thank you so much for being on here. Tell us a little bit about your journey. You've been in this network marketing space for, oh my gosh, I don't even know. So tell us your story. Share with us her house. Somebody has manifested your house. I love it.
Awesome, guys. Well, I hope you can hear me okay. So here's one thing I know for sure. I will never again get a Mac where you have to charge your keyboard and your mouse because they're both dead on a Monday morning. So I'm coming in from my phone. So I feel like a little bit off because I can't really see. So I might throw on my old lady glasses so I can see you guys. But anyhow, I'm coming to you from my phone. All right. Well, let me tell you a little bit about me first. Actually, before I do that, I just want to shout you out, Julie, for your YouTube course and your YouTube coaching. Guys, I was thinking about, like, I've been in network marketing for 12 years. For some strange reason, 12 years ago, when I had my experience with my product, and you guys know to sell a product, you build a story. So I just threw up my video camera 12 years ago and made a YouTube video of my experience. And then I never looked at YouTube again for my business. My intuition, I should have stuck with it. But anyhow, I did do it for my calls and everything, but I never did it. So here I am back 12 years later, and I still have that little video there. But Julie really helped me get my videos up, my channel looking badass. Yesterday, I threw up a video and I was like, oh, I don't even know if this is a good one. And it had 200 views overnight. So it's working. I'm getting sales. So the concept is working. What Julie's teaching is working. It's amazing. And yeah, I hope I'm not glitching. Am I glitching, Julie? Am I good?
A little glitch, but we can hear you. Your lips just aren't matching up with what you're saying, but you're good now. I can see you and hear you.
Okay, so the YouTube course is amazing and it works. Yay.
Yay, I love that. I love that. Guys, if you guys have not checked out the masterclass for YouTube, just put masterclass in the comments and we'll make sure to get you guys the link, because Erin's right. It does work. And it is the platform that keeps on giving, right? Absolutely. And one of the things that we talked about, I did with Erin, is we talked about what are the pillars of your channel. And when you're doing the pillars of your channel, you don't want to just have it be all of your network marketing company. You can be a little bit more like in your face and talk about your network marketing company's name and the products because you're going and doing search, right? But you also want to make sure that you're providing value in other areas. And so Erin is the guru, manifester, and mindset person. And so those were the pillars that we also picked for her channel. And she's got some really, really, really good tips that are going to help you guys manifest. So I love that you're bringing all of your knowledge and everything into YouTube. right? And that it's working for you. You got two, like, and your channel's like not very big, right, Erin?
Yeah, I only have like 250 subscribers. So I was less than 200 when I started. And I've really only been doing it a month. I've probably made 6 videos. People are buying products. I'm kind of seeing now like people are clicking on orders, but then stopping because I did put an auto ship on there. So I think I'll take your advice, Julie, and take off the auto ship and just see if that converts better. And I'm in this for the long haul. Like I'm not in a rush. I'm very patient. Listen, guys, I'm going to bring you back to 2011 when I started my business, and it was the dawn of Facebook. I mean, I hit the ground at the right time with before and after weight loss pictures. It was Facebook. We were the first kind of ones on the scene doing that. I mean, we could pop out some good stuff pretty quick on our Facebook before and afters, and those days I think are over, but maybe not. So that's why I love YouTube. Anyhow, let's go back to manifesting and mindset. Here's the 3 things I want you to write down. What's going to make you successful in your business are 3 things. Here they are. Number 1, it's your mindset. Number 2, it's a set of skills. Go grab Eric Worre's book. Do you know how to, introduce your product, right? Do you know how to close the sale? Do you know how to launch a person? Those are skills. You can learn them. Grab GoPro, read the book, figure it out, right? You need a set of skills. And the 3rd thing you need is a game plan. And every company has their game plan, right? And that comes from your company. That comes from Julie or your leader. So if you have those 3 things, that's the formula for success. But a lot of people have the skills, but they don't have the right mindset. Yeah. They have a broke money mindset. They don't feel that they're worthy. They don't have confidence. They're not influential. You might know, and this has happened to me. I've brought in like people with sales backgrounds who have great skills, but they don't have the right mindset, or they're not following the game plan. So when you have all 3, that's the winning formula. So today we're going to talk about how to have that mindset. And honestly, guys, and Julie, you know this, you'll bring someone in with 0 skills and they don't follow the game plan, but they have this amazing mindset.
Yep.
And they can win. So this is, I believe, the most important out of those 3. The game set, or the game plan, the skills, and the mindset. I do think mindset's the most important.
Well, that's why we're confident crusaders, right? Like it's so funny that you're saying this, Erin, because when I went through this whole branding piece back like 6 years ago, my first company, I was in makeup, and I don't wear makeup. Like it was the first opportunity. Somebody asked me to join network marketing. I learned I could make money. And so I like money. And so I joined, like not like literally like a deer in headlights. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was like, I know that those get ready with me videos are not going to make me feel comfortable. Like that's just not who I am at my core. And so when I started to build this team and I was ignorance on fire, it was all about the mindset. The people that had a strong mindset were the ones that were winning, were the ones that were having success. And so that's how my whole entire brand was created, because I'm a therapist at my core. It wasn't even YouTube. YouTube's the vehicle that's gotten me to the top because I've had the mindset in place, right? And so that's where the Confident Crusaders come from. Like we started with the Multitasking Moms Club, and we were doing like money and mindset and all of those things. Mindset is the key to success, period.
And I think that's why I've been successful too, Julie, because I have skills to help people with their mindset. But don't despair if you're not a counselor or a therapist. We can still help you. So here's what I did at the very beginning, and I'm going to give this to you guys as a challenge. The very first thing that I did, and I pulled the book out for this call, guys, this book right here. Okay. And just so you guys know, like I made 6 figures my first year. I doubled it the second year. I made $1 million in commissions in the first 4.5 years. I was the #1 enroller. I've won a ton of awards, 14 trips. So, I was a big deal, right? So what
you are a big deal. You weren't were, you are a big deal. Damn it.
Thank you. But the funny thing about this book, I remember I went to Chapters, was just like a bookstore in Canada here, and it was $30.
And I remember, is it just a notebook?
It's a journal.
It's a journal. Okay.
And I remember thinking, gosh, that's a lot of money, $30. I mean, guys, I was making $20,000 to $30,000 a month for years. But at the time, this was a big deal to buy this book. And I bought this book and I said, I'm going to launch my business. But the very first thing that I need to do is I'm going to do the top 10. Just like on David Letterman used to do the top 10. My top 10 limiting beliefs about being a network marketer. And they are still in this book. And they go something like this. Network marketing women are annoying. I'm going to lose all my friends. I don't have people to talk to. And I just listed out all of my negative limiting beliefs, because your thoughts create an energy, and from that energy, you're going to take an action. So if I was walking around, like I was petrified about our subscription, which is like our auto ship, you guys probably have that. So if you have limiting beliefs about that, you're not going to be able to promote it, right? If you have limiting beliefs, my belief was like network marketing women are annoying. Nobody's going to want to be my friend. So if I had held on to that belief, guys, that would have held me back. So I wrote down all my thoughts. That was the very first thing that I did. And then I reframed each thought, and I found a better feeling thought. And so what I did, and you can do it
example, Erin. So,
yeah.
Okay, I'm annoying. Network marketing women are annoying. What would be like something that you would then go and like
reframe it?
Yes.
So I looked at my upline leaders, and I thought, well, what are their beliefs? So I borrowed their beliefs. And I looked at my upline and said, well, some of these women are really powerful. So I reframed it to network marketing women are powerful. And I thought, wow, network marketing, and I even put in the word some, because I had to believe it. Some network marketing women are powerful, right?
Wow. Yeah.
And I reframed it like, I don't know enough people. I know more than enough people. I don't know who to talk to. I know plenty of people to talk to, right? And and then if I had a bad week, and I would go and do my thought work. So even I was doing it every week. So if I had very little sales, or I felt a slump in my energy, I was like, well, what am I telling myself? What is the thought that I'm thinking? What is the sentence in my head? What is the thought that I'm thinking? And I'm going to reframe it. And for the big, juicy thoughts, guys, you might have to go a little bit deeper. Like some of those thoughts that you think are core beliefs. So if you have a core belief in your spirit, in your soul, that's like, I don't deserve money, I am not good enough, then you need help with someone to shed that belief, to turn that belief around, right?
Yeah.
And so number one is like a quick and dirty action that you can do right today is, if you feel a block in your business, sit down and write down, like, what are the negative thoughts that I'm thinking that are keeping me stuck here?
And I love that you're having us write down our negative thoughts, because a lot of times what we try to do is we just try to like push them under as opposed to letting them out, right? And things are better out than in. And so I love that you're like calling it out. You're not shaming yourself for feeling those ways and like, oh, I shouldn't think like that. I shouldn't do that, right? Like we're going to get it out there on paper. So I love that. And then we're going to be like, okay, these are the true statements. These are what we know is true, right? There's a lot of very powerful network marketing women. Hello, you're looking at two badasses right here, like who've brought in millions. And so I love that. Keep going.
Yeah. So that's a kind of down and dirty basic mindset one. And if you find that like I said, if you're coming up against something heavy, like something around money, like I noticed you said that you love money, so you wanted to make money. If you can't say, I love making money, then you need to work on your money mindset, right? So what are your thoughts around earning, right?
Somebody put that in the comments. What are your thoughts around earning?
Yeah. Spending, actually.
Spending.
Right. Asking for money, right? Like, oh, I don't want to take their money. Mm-hmm. Limiting belief. Robbers take money, right? Yeah. People are happy to give me money. People are happy to give me money for these amazing products, right?
Yeah.
I love making money. Money gives me freedom. Like, what are the thoughts that you want to think and believe about making money and about helping people?
I found it was actually you're glitching a little bit. Glitch. A little, like 2 years ago.
Sorry.
You're okay. I can hear you.
Glitching?
2 years ago, I realized that I had a money mindset issue. And that was what was holding me back from like the next level version of myself. So one of my favorite books, hold on, where is it? Here it is. I bet you know this book, Erin. T. Harv Eker.
Yes.
The Secret of the Millionaire Mind. And I got to tell you, this book truly changed my money mindset. And when I worked on my money mindset, guys, I literally started to escalate and hit the top rank of my company. I knew I could not get there with the mindset that I had right now. And somebody says, I love that book. And it was a game changer for me. I had a rich people are snotty mentality. That was my money mindset. And so I knew that I couldn't get rich until I fixed that, because I knew that money, to me, having too much of it was a fear, because I didn't want to be a snot. I didn't want to be, and so I love that we're talking about this, because it's not something that people realize can really, truly hold them back.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's take mindset now and put it over here. And now we're going to talk about manifesting. Okay.
My favorite. It's so juicy.
Yeah, because manifesting is different. Like mindset is more like my thinking. It serves the purpose of getting into the right energy. So as you guys probably know, and I'm working as a school counselor part-time right now, and I tell this to the kids, like, you have a magnet inside of you, right? You have a magnet. And what do magnets do? They attract, or what else do they do? They repel, they push away, or they bring together. So what is your magnet doing when it comes to your business and your sales and your life and your love life and your money and everything? Is it attracting or is it repelling? Okay. So it's all about the energy, and the energy does come from our thinking, but you've got to put it out there. So one of the other things that I did the year before I joined network marketing, I had been watching Bob Proctor, and I used his formula for writing out my goals. I believe that 3 years out is a really good amount of time. So I took my recipe card and I wrote on the card. And I had just launched my life coaching. I was a life coach too. I launched my life coaching business, and I wanted to make my money in life coaching. And I wrote out, it's April 2011. And I am so happy and grateful now that. So you would write out, so it's April 2026.
Crazy. Yeah.
I know. And I'm so happy and grateful now that. So I wrote down, it's April 2011, and I am so happy and grateful now that I am helping, because you have to have the law of compensation, like what you're going to do to make the money, that I am helping hundreds and hundreds of women to transform their lives. They cannot wait to work with me. They are getting incredible results, blah, blah, blah. I wrote it out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, I said, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm making over $100,000 a year, helping women transform their lives. I'm so grateful. There's dozens of women or hundreds of women that cannot wait to work with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I put the recipe card on my wall and let it go. 1 year later, network marketing came into my life. I joined my team. A year later, it was the April of that year. And guess what? I had made that $100,000 a year. So
I have goosebumps. That's so awesome.
I know. So writing out your intention. So number one, the secrets to manifesting, you have to decide. Think of anything in your life that you've done really, really well. Like, I remember the moment where I decided. It's calling an intention. Like, I committed. I also did a transformation challenge where I beat out over 10,000 people and transformed my body and won $10,000 and went, all this kind of stuff. So I decided. Have you fully decided? Or do you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out? So I decided, right? You command it. Like, I command it. I've decided, that's it. It's going to happen. Okay. Number 2, you've got to write it down. Write it down in as if it's already happened. So it is April 2026, and I am so happy and grateful. Or write it out for 6 months from now. It is September 2023, and I am so happy and grateful now that I am earning over $500 a month or $1,000 a month in my business, and I am helping dozens of women. It feels so good. I love it, whatever it is. And then you have to act as if. So guys, when I manifested the transformation challenge in my company, and when I won that and I became a finalist, I decided so deeply that I almost felt like I was going to vomit. It was like a decision. I'll never forget the moment. I said, and I had always kind of been like a chubby girl, and I had, fitness magazines beside my bed. Like for 30 years, I wanted to rock out this body, but I never fully committed. So I decided, and I said, I'm going to do it. And I wrote out Erin Postle, the body fat percentage that I wanted, the name of the challenge, the win, da, da, da. And I put a bulletin board in my bathroom, you guys, a cork board. Okay. I have one in each of my kids' bedrooms, but I put it in my bathroom right beside my shower. So every time I got out of the shower, I could see it. And it said, it is June 2015 or 2014, whatever year it was. And I'm so happy and excited now that I'm at 14% body or 17% body fat. And this is my weight. And I had the pictures up. So I acted as if. That's the second thing. I would be walking my dogs as if I was at the 17% body fat and just ripped. I would be vacuuming, Erin Postle, finalist. And I'd be walking and I'd be vacuuming and I would almost be shocked when I looked down and saw the rolls still on my body. Because in my brain, I was already there. When I was making no money, I was already there, right? So I didn't live in the reality that I'm in. It's like if you're single and you want to attract a partner, you act as if they're already in your life. You sleep on the one side of the bed. You prepare a meal as if they're already there, right? You drive your rusty car as if you're already driving the white Mercedes that you want. You walk as if you're wearing the clothes. You act as if you're already there.
But you got to do, right? Like
yeah.
Then
you take inspired action, and that's the next piece.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. You're right. You take inspired action. So you get into the energy space, and you will feel inspired, and then you take inspired action every day. Massive action from that energy space. So your magnet's turned on and you're taking action every day. So I grinded. I got up early. I stayed up late. I did the do. I worked out at the gym, right? I went, I ate the food. I did the calls. I did the whole thing. So you set the intention, you fully decide, you get into the feeling state of it. And from that feeling state, you take action. If you're not feeling the love, if your energy is low, if you're low vibe, if your magnet's repelling, don't call someone. Just stop, sit down, write out your limiting beliefs. What are the thoughts that I'm focused on? What's getting in my way? Reframe them, shake it off, change your state, and then make the phone calls, right? And then you're going to be attracting into your life what you want.
I love that. Drop a 2 or drop a mind blown emoji. I don't want you guys always to write. Drop a mind blown emoji if that was like so good, so powerful, right? Like, and I love that what you're saying, Erin. You can't just say, I want it. You have to take, and I like that you call it inspired action, right? Because your mindset is right. Your vibe is right. And so from there, what's happening is you're going to then go and take the action.
Yeah. And even the word want is a lower vibe word. And you probably wouldn't say this for yourself, but even just like, I am doing it. Right. Like I'm doing it. It's like the decision. It's called commanding. So it's one of the number one manifesting techniques of all time is when you command.
Okay, so clearly I used the word want, which is fine, but what are some commanding words that we should be implementing in our mindset and in our speech to ourselves?
So if I want to say, like, I want to make $500 a month, I am making $500. I will. It's happening, and so be it. The end. It's happening.
Okay, so no wishy-washy.
Yeah, it's like it's a statement. Like think about a time in your life, you guys, when you were studying for an exam or you were doing something in your life and you just said, no, this is happening, and you just made it happen. Like, failing isn't an option. But when we say, well, I'd like to make $500 a month. That'd be I'd like that. No, I am. Let's figure it out. We're doing it. And that is the type of energy that will create a movement and people to follow you. Think about the people you follow. Are they wavering, or are they all in? 1 foot in or 2 feet in? You follow people who command it, who are leaders, who are all in. And that's the difference between a leader that can create people to follow them and somebody who can't.
I love this. So good. So powerful. Are there any books, like what are your favorite manifesting books that you have?
Well,
Erin?
I have them right here behind me. So I have The Greatest Secret with Rhonda Byrne. I also have The Secret down there, the 2 original books. I follow a really neat guru. His name is Frederick Dodson, and he is kind of like a hidden gem on YouTube. And he calls the law of attraction reality creation. And he's got some really good books. And I went to his seminar last year, and he is, I think, the coach to the top manifestors in the world. But he's very obscure and he's hard to find. And his name is Fred Dodson, and he has a YouTube channel. Look up his reality creation books. They're really, really good. He's amazing. And I also do some things, and we could do it another time when I can get on my computer. I could take you guys through a scaling exercise, okay? Where you're closing your eyes and you're really visualizing what you want. You have to be able to see it and feel it, right? And do the scaling up and down. So when you're in a low state, you've got to be able to bring yourself to a high state. That is one of the top really skills to master. But scripting, so if just to review things, you definitely want to command it. You want to write it down. You want to write it in the present tense as if it's already happened. You could write a letter even saying, like as if it's October, you could say, oh my gosh, I can't believe September was my best month ever. I rank advanced this many people. I had this much in sales. It was so fantastic. I can't believe what happened. Like, you have to write it down as if it's already happening. That's called scripting. So you can Google what that means. But yeah, so you want to command it, you want to write it down, and you want to post it and put it in front of you. Put a bulletin board in your bathroom.
Can you write it down daily, or you just write it down one time?
It's up to you. It depends it's how it feels, right? So what I did was I had it written down in here, and I saw it in my bathroom every day. And then whenever I was through my day, like I was washing dishes, vacuuming, picking up the kids, and I would have to just notice my energy. Am I in the energy of an award-winning network marketer making $10,000 a month? Or am I in low energy? Am I in the energy of a woman at 17% body fat about to compete in a fitness competition? Or am I in my low? And so I would just, put up my shoulders, head back. So through the day, whenever I caught myself, energy, right? Put myself into that state. So if your upline is Julie, then you would be like, okay, how would Julie talk about this? What would her energy be? And just put that on. And eventually that becomes your new normal.
I love that. I love it. It's almost like fake it till you make it. You know what I think?
Exactly it. It's exactly it. It's
like some people hate fake it till you make it. I love fake it till you make it.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Incongruent people we don't trust. So an incongruent person is somebody who's one way on the outside, and on the inside they're different. And you're like, I don't know why I don't trust that person, but I don't like them and I don't trust them. They're incongruent. But congruent means, so that would be like, I'm pretending to be really confident in my business, but inside you feel like shit. That's incongruent. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, get your confidence glowing on the inside, get your energy right, and then put it on the outside. And now you're congruent, and people will know you and trust you and like you. But if you feel like shit and insecure on the inside and you're faking it on the outside, people will not trust you. So do your inner work so that the outside matches the inside. That's called congruency. And that's why when you meet someone, it's built into our biology from billions of years ago, Because if someone was lying to you or not being congruent, you shouldn't trust them, because they're probably going to kill you or kick you out of the tribe, right? So congruency is very important in our business. So if you're not feeling it on the inside, get that right. Now go out in the world, right?
I love that. And don't beat yourself up. Like that's one of the things that I see women do. Like they spiral, right? It's like the anxiety, the depression. It's like, oh my God, I'm not doing anything. Like you have the ability to change your thoughts. You have the ability to work on that mindset. And is our mindset 100% all the time? Absolutely
God, no.
not. God, no, right? Like, how many times, Erin, do you have that like stinking thinking shitty feeling inside of you throughout the day?
Yeah.
But
Oh,
because you're so in tuned to it, that you know how to stop it. It's not that it doesn't happen, it's that you don't let it spiral you.
exactly. We have two parts to our brain, you guys. We have this part, the old part of the brain. Its job, the reptile brain, its job is to send fear signals out all day long. Okay? You're not good enough. This is going to be hard. Nobody likes this. It's too expensive. That's just the job of that part of the brain. So if you're going to walk around and listen to that part of the brain, you're kind of screwed. So we've got to access the front part of the brain, which we have the luxury as humans to have this, which says everything's going to be okay. Everything is fine. These products are amazing. I can't wait to help as many women as I can. So which part of the brain is driving the bus? If you're in stress and anxiety, that's you're not going to be able to build from there. So you've got to turn that down, whether it's through exercise, breathing, coaching yourself, managing your mindset, talking to your upline, journaling. Shut that down, think from here, and now you can go out and build your business from a place of peace and confidence and certainty, right? And that might be in your manifesting goal. You could say, like, I feel so peaceful, confident, and powerful, right? I'm so excited. I'm so happy, that I feel so much confidence. I feel so powerful. I feel so confident. Write down how you would like it and command that and act that way, right?
Yeah, I love that. And one of the things that I used to do as a therapist when I was doing EMDR, because what happens, or anxiety or whatever it is, you're right, you go back into this piece and you want to get people into the frontal cortex of their brain so that they are living in the present moment as opposed to like in the past, and taking a ball and like bouncing it against the wall. Because what's happening is your focus has to go and change. You've got to come back to that present moment as opposed to back over here. And so little things like that, meditation, going for a walk, getting some fresh air, all of those things are things that you can do to kind of bring back that positive energy that Erin was talking about and get back into that present moment to help you lift your vibe and get out of the anxiety, the depression, the stinking thinking.
Mm-hmm. One of the thoughts that really as a game changer for me was the idea that your job is to feel good. Your job is to feel good. Now go build your business from that place, right? Now go and parent your kids or be with your partner. Like, your job is to feel good and then go out and take action from there, right?
I love that. I love that. So powerful, because it is. It doesn't have to be tough. It doesn't have to be hard. Life does not have to be hard. And if you think that it does, that's a mindset issue.
Yeah. And if you have those deep core beliefs, like let's say you do have some core beliefs, like I am not enough and this is hard. I don't have what it takes. If you struggle with those core beliefs, look up Byron Katie. And she's got a book called The Work, and she's got free Zoom calls, and she will help you with really releasing those big core beliefs. And it's all free. And I do a process called The Work. And really, it's 4 questions that will change your life. It's really about questioning your thoughts, questioning your beliefs. So just digging into those thoughts and questions, say, are these thoughts really true? And here's the magic question: who would you be without that thought? Who would you be in your business without that thought? I'm not enough. People don't like me. I don't know enough people. Who would you be in your business without those thoughts?
I love that. Wow. That is so, so powerful. What is her name again, Erin?
Her name is Byron Katie. And
Byron.
but her first name is Byron and her last name is Katie, which is confusing. And if you go to thework.com, so she's got a great book. So I've done this as a workshop for my team. And it's 4 questions that will change your life. And you take the original thought and you turn it around. So she's got free Zoom calls. She's amazing. Basically, she was a woman in her 30s. She woke up one day, she basically fell out of bed and she was super depressed. And she woke up and she thought, if I didn't believe my thoughts, then I would be free. And Julie, as a counselor, you'd appreciate it. She basically took cognitive therapy and put it into four questions, right? Like, is this thought true, right? Are you absolutely sure it's true? And then who would you be without the thought? And then we turn it around. So if the thought is, I don't know enough people, who would you be without this thought? Well, I'd just be a person talking to people. And then you turn the thought around to the opposite, which is, I know a ton of people. I know more than enough people. I know hundreds of people. I know thousands of people, right?
Yes. Yes. I love that. Somebody says emotional freedom to EFT, good too for energetic changes and releasing
Yeah.
negative beliefs.
Whatever your thing is, figure it out. But if getting yourself into the right vibration, remember that magnet, are you attracting or are you repelling? Because if you're trying to build a business with repellent energy, you're going to spin your wheels. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to want to quit. And if you notice that your downline or people in your team are doing that, then you need to talk to them and say, let's just switch up this energy. Because you want to have the mindset, you have the skills, you have your game plan. My game plan right now is YouTube, right? I have the skills and my mindset. It is what it is, right? Right now, I'm sort of in semi-retirement from building. I wouldn't say I'm fully retired. I'm really enjoying my residual income. I'm enjoying working in my school, and I'm gearing up for another big run. So I'm okay with that.
Exactly. And then when you do those things, like, and you're at peace with it, then everything just flows.
Yeah, it's funny because I'll just get orders and people are going on my YouTube. So I'm in a place that feels really good. And then one day it's going to be like, you know what? This doesn't feel good anymore. I'm ready to run again. And then I'll do it again.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Guys, if you've gotten value, hashtag value in the comments. Erin, you are amazing. I am honored to call you a friend. Honored that you chose me to coach with you, because let me tell you, the reason that she has been so successful so quickly on YouTube is because she's so coachable. Like, you tell her to do something and like, bam, she's coming back to me. She's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm done. And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is like a coach's dream come true, because you want to be coachable. And so, we like finish everything within like a few weeks. And we're like, okay, let's keep working together.
Yeah. And I think it was, again, I made that decision, right? It was like, I fully decided. And that's why, because I decided. Now, you've given me a few tasks that I have decided that I don't want to do yet. As you notice, the things I haven't wanted to do, I haven't done yet, but I will anyhow. But yeah, I just want to let everybody know that they have everything that you need is within you. You have access to everything that you need within you. So, and Julie's a great leader. So tap into her and to what she has. And take full responsibility for your business. It's your responsibility. So get Eric Worre's book, Go Pro, figure things out, make a decision, write it down, and fully commit to working on yourself.
Is that your favorite book, Erin? Your favorite network marketing business book?
I think Go Pro is just the Bible of network marketing. I mean, if you don't know the 7 skills, if you don't know how to present your product, if you don't know how to follow up, if you don't know how to launch someone, read the book and figure it out, like master those skills, follow your company's game plan. You're going to have to figure out a game plan for the very first skill in network marketing. What is it? Finding people to talk to.
Yep.
If you don't have that, it doesn't matter. If you don't have people to talk to, you're screwed. So if you don't, and where are you going to find people? Is it going to be YouTube? Is it going to be Facebook? Is it going to be warm market? Is it just going to be your neighborhood?
Yep. I
to
love it.
figure, and figure that out. Okay, now you got all these people. What do you say to them? You know?
Yeah.
And, if you need to have the sentence roll off, say, hey, I have something that I think you might love. Like, are you open to taking a look?
If
No,
not,
thanks.
no big deal.
No big deal. If you are, great. Okay, let me send you this quick little video. I'd love to know what you think. Hey, what'd you think of that video? It's pretty awesome. Hey, what did you like best?
Yeah.
Oh, I like this part. Yeah, me too. And here's my story. Or, yeah, my friend Julie loved that part too. And here's her story. Right?
Yeah. I remember going to, well, we're getting off topic, but I remember going to one of the first events and Tanya Liza was speaking at one of my like first events that I had gone to. And she had said, we're story collectors. It doesn't have to be your story. It can be somebody else's story, because what we do at our core is we're collectors of stories,
Yeah.
And so I was like, whoa, that's deep. I've never heard that. And like
Yeah.
from here on, like I'm a story collector. I can like regurgitate so many stories because stories are what's going to sell and not, facts.
Yeah. And that's what sets network marketing apart from just buying a product on Amazon. Right.
Exactly.
So for each of your products, make sure you know a story for each one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Erin, it has been amazing. Thank you so much for being here. I have some action steps that I personally need to take, and I will just throw out. Somebody had asked me, we talked about manifesting a little while ago. The book is not called it's called E Squared. Have you heard of it?
No, is it good?
So good. You'll love it. Go get it. It's so good. If somebody wants to put in the comments, E Squared, it's like different tasks to help you believe in manifesting. And it's
Okay.
super, super good. And I love it.
Yeah. So if you guys want, follow, and then you can get the reality creation book from Fred Dodson.
Okay.
He's got 2 versions of it. It's nice and simple. And yeah, so keep working on it, because it's something that you'll work on for the rest of your life. You're never done. So, but it's fun. It's fun work. So good luck to everyone. And thanks so much for having me on, Julie.
Thanks, guys. Bye.